This is Kathy from Gadgets Top 321, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing and setting up my carbon copy smart pen that is a new accessory for the Boogie Board Blackboard. Now, Boogie Board Blackboard is made by Kent Displays, and I've had a couple of their devices. And this smart pen, the carbon copy, is a recent device that they did a Kickstarter for, and I backed them. And the package I got included the carbon copy pen and a couple templates. And let me go ahead and get this big box out of the way. Now, I'm going to set the pen there for just a second. The Boogie Board comes with a couple of different two-sided templates. Like I've got the dot grid in here, and there's a blank template and a lined and a weekly schedule. And for the smart pen to work, you have to use a special template. Now, let me get my paperwork out of here. I have unboxed this before because I had to charge the pen before we used it. Comes with a quick start guide and a user manual. And this is the template for the letter size Boogie Board. That's what I've got right here. It's the same size as a letter size sheet of paper. And it also came with a template for the Boogie Board Note, I think it's called. It's just it looks like it's almost a moleskin notebook size, or a junior size notebook. And I noticed on the templates here, it has some double stick tape. It doesn't mention anything about that in the user manual or the quick start guide, but as a experienced user of the Boogie Board Blackboard, I knew what that was for, because my original templates slide into these little rails on the side and on the bottom, but it wants to just slide out the top, so I had put a little piece of tape up here to hold it in place. Now, I'm not going to use the double stick tape yet because I don't know how permanent that is, so I am just going to use my little piece of tape here that I've been using for the included template. Just going to set that off to the side. It's double-sided, and I don't know if these are plastic or just like a plasticky coated cardstock. Okay, and it didn't mention anything about how to use or what to do with this template, but I know that since the double stick tape is on this side, it's going to have to go like this, and you just slide it in. And I'm going to use my piece of tape that I've been using to just hold it in place and keep it from sliding around. Okay, and you can see the double stick tape up there. And this is the template is just blank, and it's got a little carbon copy symbol down here. Now, the user manual told me to charge the pen before I used it, and I did that. And let's see. The quick start guide told me to get the app, and I had used the app before. Now, okay, so I've used this app before when I originally got the Boogie Board, and it's basically just a scanner app, but now it's got a new button on it. It's got a carbon copy button that you push whenever you're going to use your carbon copy pen. So let's unbox that real quick. It's in a sleeve, just slide that out. And it comes with a charger cable, no charger brick, just the cable, and it's micro USB, and I already had a micro USB cable out that I use with my wireless earbuds, so I didn't use that cable, I just used the one I already had. And I was kind of impressed. The pen has a nice weight to it. I don't know if they're exactly the same, which one weighs the most, but the original pen and the carbon copy have a similar amount of weight to them. They feel nice and good quality. Now the original pen feels like a metal barrel with plastic ends, and let's see, the clip is kind of wide to clip onto here. Now the clip on the carbon copy, I didn't really force it, I didn't try very hard, but I don't think it's designed to clip onto the blackboard. It's more of a designed to clip into a pin loop or something. Okay, so I'm going to set the original pin off to the side. It's got a button on it to turn the pen on, and there was an audible little bleep, and to turn it off you just push the button again and hold it till you hear that beep and it turns off. Or you can just take the lid off and it turns on, replace the lid, and it's supposed to turn off. There you go. I've had a little trouble with, sometimes you replace the lid and it will turn off, and sometimes it just stays on. But it is supposed to power off automatically after like 20 minutes or so. Okay, now to pair it, I had a little trouble pairing it at first. Okay, so you push the little carbon copy button, and we're going to connect the pen. And I had to give it permission to do whatever it needs to do. I had to push the button to turn on the Bluetooth. And now I want to enable pairing. It tells me that when the pen is off, press and hold the power button until the LED blinks blue. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold it until it blinks blue. Okay, it connected, and there are different settings for the pen and the pen sound. You cannot toggle those on and off. The shutdown timer that I mentioned, let me see, it says it's set for 20 minutes, but you can set it for 30 all the way up to 240 minutes. It tells you how much battery life the pen has. That seems handy. Okay, and you can restore the defaults. And up here, you can unpair it. Alright, now the app does not have to be on for this to work. So I turned it off, and let's try this. Alright, I'm going to keep the, wait, I'll put the cap back on to simulate taking notes. Okay, and so when I take the lid off, it will pair with the phone, I think. to turn the page, to mark that I'm done with this page, I have to touch the carbon copy symbol on the, and you see it instantly showed up on here. Let me try that again. The little carbon copy symbol down here is basically tells it to save the page. So I'm going to clear it and write. And when I'm done, I tap carbon copy and it shows up here. Now, if I don't erase and I write some more, it doesn't add it to this page. If I save it, it saves it as a new page. So that's something to keep in mind. Now you can go in and you can delete a page, you can share it, you can edit it. I wonder what enhance is. Oh, you can change the line width. That's handy. And you can draw on it. Let's see. Okay. Now that doesn't show up on here because all the smarts take place inside the pen. And just check it that you're going to save that. Let's see. There are folders. This I need to play with. So right now I've got the folder that has all the documents in it, but you can make new folders and you can flag certain documents. Basically that's a folder of flag documents, and you can create a new folder. So this looks pretty interesting. This reminds me a little bit. This is similar to the Boogie Board sink. I had a Boogie Board sink. You see, when I put the lid on it, or the cap, it turned it off, and now it's showing that it's not paired. About 6 years ago, I had a Boogie Board sink, and I really liked it, but it would, as you wrote, it would show up on the screen. I think that's, well, I could be wrong about that. Because I remember you did have to push a button. There was a button on the Boogie Board sink, an actual physical button that you had to push. But I like this. This is a better looking device than the Boogie Board sink, and all of the smarts take place in the pen, and it seems to work really well. If I was using this for something really important though, like if I was doing some schoolwork on here or had multiple pages, I would want to do it with the app open so that I could see each time I saved it that it definitely did save the page. But it will save multiple pages here. In fact, let's try that one more time. There's a page. I'm going to save it, erase. There's another page, save it, erase. One more page, save it, put the lid on. That's going to turn it off. Now, if I come back to my device, now I'm not paired, but let's see, I'm going to turn on my device, turn on the pen. I'm going to push. Now, okay, there it did. And it saved all my pages, all the pages that I saved. And it does the transfer pretty quickly. I don't know if it makes a difference how much is on the page, if that will slow it down any, but I like this. I'm impressed with how it performs. Now, I think that covers everything for now. Alright, if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.